Hello students, I am Vinita from Government Polytechnic, Bagepalli. So today's topic is multi-stage amplifiers. So here the contents are: first, need for multi-stage amplifier. Second topic, gain of a multi-stage amplifier. Third, two-stage cascade amplifier. Fourth, advantages, disadvantages and applications of multi-stage amplifier, and review questions, and next last multiple choice questions. So first, need for multi-stage amplifier. So first point, the amplification, voltage gain and current gain of a single stage amplifier is not sufficient for particular application. That is, in the last sessions, right, now nodudvi single stage RC coupled and single stage transformer coupled and single stage amplifiers. So in that, voltage gain, current gain and what is the efficiency ella nodudvi. Suppose if we required enhanced means increased faithful amplification or enhanced voltage gain or current gains and all, if we want, it is not proper way of using single stage on that time. So in the single stage amplifier use ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಿಂದ ನಮಗೆ increased voltage gain ಮತ್ತೆ increased bandwidth ಅವೆಲ್ಲ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. So therefore, so ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅವಾಗ? In order to get for faithful amplification, amplifier should have a desired gains, the enhanced gains, and also we see should match its input impedance with the source. ಅಂದರೆ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಇಂಪೆಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದು ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಇಂಪೆಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮ್ಯಾಚು ಕೂಡ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಇಂಪೆಡೆನ್ಸ್ ವಿತ್ ದ ಲೋಡ್, ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಸರ್ಕ್ಯೂಟ್ ಔಟ್ಪುಟ್ ಇಂಪೆಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಲೋಡ್ ಜೊತೆಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಮ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸೊ these are all achieved by cascading more than one stage amplifiers. We will call it as a multi-stage amplifier. So what is the need for multi-stage amplifier? In order to get the enhanced voltage gains and also a faithful amplification, and also should match with impedances with input circuit with the source impedance and the output circuit impedance with the load and all, will get by cascading of the more than one stage amplifiers, that is multi-stage amplifier, right? So it is, if we are not getting the sufficient for single stage, on that time we prefer multi-stage. Multi means more than one, that is more than one stage of amplifiers are connected each other to form a multi-stage amplifier. So multi-stage amplifier. In multi-stage amplifier, the amplifier stages are connected by using a coupling device. It is termed as interstage coupling, is as shown in figure 1. So see the figure here, there are two stages. Here we are considering only two stages, right? More than one stage. The two stages, that is first stage and second stage, is connected by using a coupling device. So that is called, we will call it as a interstage coupling, right? So that is the stages of a more than one stage, we'll say multi-stage. So more than one stage means these stages are connected together by using some coupling device. That is joining of one amplifier stage with other using coupling devices to form a multi-stage amplifier circuit. That is, you see here the two stages are connected, right? First stage output is connected to the input of the second stage through some coupling device, right? This is called multi-stage. So the next types, multi-stage amplifier types. The type of coupling decides the classification of the multi-stage amplifier. That is, so here The how you connect the stages. Suppose for example here we are considering two stages. More than two means how you will connect the output of one stage to the next input of the next stage and all, right? So therefore we are using some coupling devices, that is direct coupling, transformer coupling and RC coupling, resistor capacitance coupling. So depending upon these coupling devices, we can classify the multi-stage amplifier, right? So that is, suppose for example, direct coupling. So direct coupling means here directly the output of the one stage is connected to the input for the second stage, right? So direct coupling is preferable where for amplification of the DC signals. DC means zero frequency. Zero frequency, whenever we require the amplification of the zero frequency signals or DC signals, we prefer the direct coupling. Why? If you use the transformer and RC, what happens? Capacitance, we know that the reactance of the capacitance or reactance of the inductance, it does not allow the DC. It only allows the AC. That is, it blocks DC. So therefore, for amplification of the DC signals, we should use direct coupling, right? We don't prefer the transformer or RC coupling and all. So if you want to amplify the AC signals, right, lower range to a higher range of frequency, so we prefer transformer coupling or RC coupling. So therefore, the more than one stage, that is multi-stage amplifiers, for that the coupling devices are used transformer, RC and direct. For DC, direct coupling, and for AC, transformer and RC coupling, right? So next, the purpose of coupling device. So what is the purpose of these coupling device, right? So the basic purpose of a coupling devices are, first one is to transfer the AC from output of one stage to the input of the next stage. That is, it has to allow the transfer the AC signal, that is amplified AC signal, from output of first stage, that is one stage, to the input of the next stage. If you consider two-stage amplifier, that is output of the first stage to the input of the second stage, it transfers the AC signal. So first purpose. Next purpose, to block the DC. So if you are dealing with the AC signals and the communication and all, if you are using the AC, right, to block the DC to pass from output of one stage to the input of the next stage, right, it should block the DC on that time. So in order to isolate the DC conditions, the purpose we are using the coupling device. So why you oscillate the DC conditions on there, the first stage to a second stage? If the DC content will flow to the next stage, what happens? It affects the biasing of the next second stage amplifiers and all. The biasing will affect means what happens? The Q point will varies. If Q point will varies means we'll get the distorted waveform or reduced gain, right? So the purpose of coupling is transfer the AC and to block the DC. Next, gain of a multi-stage amplifier. Just we'll see the here overview of a gain, that is overall gain of the multi-stage amplifier. Just here for simplification, we are considering only two stages. You see, two stage means the first stage output is connected to the second stage of the input through some coupling device, right? You can use transformer or RC coupling here for AC signals. If you are going to a DC signals or zero frequency signals, on that time we should use the coupling, that is direct coupling, right? First point, the overall gain is the product of voltage gain of individual gains. Individual gains means here we are using only two stages. So overall gain is, we can say representation is AV. AV is the overall gain, right? And next AV1. AV1 is the voltage gain of first stage, right? AV2 is the voltage gain of second stage, right? So you observe the block diagram. So in that V1 representation is input voltage for the first stage. V1 is input voltage of the stage 1, right? And V2, what is V2? It is the output voltage of the stage 1, and also it is equal to the input voltage of the second stage. Why? Output of the first stage, that is the stage 1, is connected to the input of the second stage. So therefore V2, it is equal to output of first stage and also input of the second stage, right? So you see now the equation AV equal to AV1 into AV2. AV1 is the voltage gain of the first stage amplifier and AV2 is the voltage gain of second stage amplifier. So here first stage, second stage means you have to consider first stage means the one single stage amplifier there, and second stage, in that also a single stage amplifier. These two single stage amplifiers are cascading by using a coupling device. We will call it as, this is a multi-stage amplifier, right? So now overall gain, what is, will get the overall gain? AV is equal to AV1. So what is AV1? It is the voltage gain of the first stage amplifier. The first stage amplifier, we know that gain is output, it is the ratio of output by input, right? So you see, what is the output of the first stage? We'll say the representation is V2. V2 is the output of the first stage. And what is the input of the first stage? V1. So the ratio of the output by input, that is V2 divided by V1, it will give the voltage gain of stage 1, right? Into, so next you consider the gain of the second stage. The gain of the second stage here, that is again gain is output by input. So what is the output of the second stage? V0, right? V0 is the output of the second stage. And what is the input for the second stage? V2. So therefore V0 by V2, it will give the gain of the second stage, right? So what happens there? We'll get V2 get cancels each other. We'll get the overall gain, it is equal to V0 by V1. So finally we can say the overall gain of a multi-stage amplifier is, right? So second stage, here we are considering only two stages. So therefore the output of the second stage divided by the input of the first stage will get the AV, overall gain, right? So this is AV is equal to now V0 by V1. So next, therefore overall voltage gain AV of the multi-stage amplifier is ratio of output voltage of the final stage to the input voltage of the first stage. So in this example, we are considering only two stages. Final stage means second stage only final stage. So output of the final stage is V0 and the input of the first stage is V1. So V0 by V1 we get the AV, overall gain. Generally we can say if there are n number of stages, that is n may be 2, 3 or 4, 5 etc. right? Any value you can take, more than one you can take. So if there are n number of stages, the product of voltage gains of those n stages will be the overall voltage gain of that multi-stage amplifier, right? Here we are considering two stages, so therefore the individual gains are AV1 and AV2. Suppose for example, if you considering the three stages, so on that time you have to take the gain of the first stage AV1 into gain of the second stage is AV2 into gain of the third stage AV3. That is the final stage, right? Like this, for n stages you have to consider product of voltage gains of n stages will be given by overall gain of that multi-stage amplifier circuit, right? Next, here the complete derivation, how will you get? That is overall gain AV is equal to that is the gain of the multiplication of the gain of the individual stages. How will you get? We'll see the in detail here. Here we are considering, for simplification purpose, we are considering only a two-stage cascade amplifier only. So figure shows the block diagram of two-stage cascaded amplifier here, right? Two-stage, that is, we are applying the signal source to the first stage and we are taking the output across the load resistor, that is the output, right? These stages are connected such that output of the first stage, that is stage 1, is connected to the input of the stage 2. So here in this block diagram, you observe the stage 1, that is the one amplifier circuit, and stage 2 is another amplifier circuit. So both the amplifier circuits are cascading here. Here we are considering, for simplification purpose, there is no coupling devices are used, directly connecting, right? We are directly connected the output of the first stage to the input of the next stage there. So where the notations we will see first, right? You consider I means input, right? O means output, right? If the in the representation 1 means we are considering the stage 1 and 2 means we are considering the stage 2. So that is VI1 equal to input of the stage 1. That is input voltage for the stage 1. Next, V01, that is VO1 equal to output voltage of stage 1. That is output voltage of the stage 1. So similarly, VI2 equal to input of the stage 2 and V02, it is the output of the stage 2. So you remember these notations, it is very helpful to a next slides, right? VI1 input of the stage 1, V01 output of the stage 1, VI2 input of the stage 2 and V02 is the output of the stage 2. So derivation, how to derive the two-stage cascade amplifier, right? First you consider the block diagram here. The overall voltage gain AV of two-stage amplifier, it is given by, right? So how will you say this is the overall gain AV ratio? It is equal to a output of the final stage output to the input of the first stage, right? Here we are considering only two stages. So therefore output of the second stage. Output of the, what is the output of the second stage? V02, right? So therefore it is the ratio of V02 divided by input of the stage 1. What is the input of the stage 1 here? VI1, right? So therefore the overall gain AV of this two-stage cascade amplifier is given as V02 divided by VI1. That is the equation 1. You remember this equation 1. Next, now we have to show that is the AV in the previous slide, that is AV is equal to A1 into A2, that is individual gains, product of the individual gains. How we'll get? You see here. So next, voltage gain of stage 1 amplifier is given by, stage 1 means the stage 1 amplifier. So what is the gain? Output by input. So A1 is the gain of the stage 1, that is voltage gain of the stage 1. So gain means output by input. What is the output of the stage 1? V01 divided by input of the stage 1, VI1, right? So now for the equation 1, we need the solutions for V02 and also VI1, right? So from this A1 equal to V01 divided by VI1, from this we can get VI1 solution. So VI1 equal to, we can say V01 into divided by A1, right? That is equation 2. You remember this equation also. Next, we go for the voltage gain of the stage 2 amplifier. What is the stage 2 output is? Output is V02 divided by input is VI2. So this is the ratio of V02 by VI2, right? For the equation 1, we need V02. So therefore V02 equal to A2 into VI2, right? So equation 3. So you remember these equations. Equation 1 is V02 by Vi1, right? Overall gain. And next you remember that is the Vi1, that is input of the first stage. It is equal to V01 divided by A1 here. So in the equation 3, V02 equal to A2 into Vi2, right? So from the figure, we know that, you observe the figure there, output of the first stage, it is equal to the input of the second stage, that is VO1. VO1 is the output of the stage 1 and Vi2 is the input of the stage 2. So both are equal. So therefore from figure we can say VO1 equal to Vi2, right? So by putting the equations 2 and 3 in equation 1 we get, right? In equation 1 is, what is the equation 1? V02. What is V02 from equation 3? A2 into Vi2. You substitute in that. You see that in the bracket they given A2 into Vi2. So in the equation denominator is Vi1. What is Vi1? You see in the equation 2. V01 divided by A1. You substitute, right? So we get, we know that from the figure V01 equal to Vi2. So they both will get cancel each other, right? Now we get A2 by A1. So A1 is in now denominator. You get to the numerator. So what will you get? A1 into A2, right? So therefore AV, that is overall voltage gain, it is equal to A1, that is the gain of the stage 1, into A2, that is the gain of the stage 2. That is the equation 4. It will give the overall gain of 2 cascading amplifier, that is multi-stage amplifier, right? So therefore voltage gain of a multi-stage amplifier is the product of voltage gains of the individual stages. Generally, if you consider the n stage, amplifier voltage gain is given by AV is equal to A1 into A2 into A3 till the nth stage. N stage means final stage. Suppose for example, n is equal to 5 means overall gain will get A1 into A2 into A3 into A4 into A5, right? So n may be varies, nth stage. So this is the overall voltage gain of a 2 cascaded multi-stage amplifier. This gain derivation is very important. So you please note the overall voltage gain of a n-stage multi-stage amplifier will get AV is equal to A1 into A2 into A3 into up to nth stage, right? Equation 5 gives the overall voltage gain. So here what happens in the equation 5, right? The product of the gains, right? So next is representation of gain in decibels. Okay, so why it is very easy in representing the gain in decibels means, you observe here AV is equal to A1 into A2 into A3, that is multiplication, right? The frequency response of any amplifier we plot, right? We plot the frequency versus voltage gain. So if you get the voltage gain is very large value or range, very large range, plotting becomes very difficult, right? Plotting is very difficult. In order to easy that, we go for the decibel. That is, if you represent the gain in decibel value, in that we will take the logarithmics. So therefore, the plotting of the graph, frequency response graph, gain versus frequency, it becomes very easy, right? So the gain of a multi-stage amplifier can be easily calculated if the gain of the individual stages are known in decibels. That is decibels, the equation 6 gives, that is 20 log 10, we are taking common logarithmic there. AV is equal to, that is total overall gain, equal to AV1 20 log of AV1 plus 20 log of AV2 till the n stage 20 log of AN. So we know that if you take the logarithmic scale, it will multiplication will changes to an addition, right? The multiplication is difficult calculation compared to the addition. So therefore, if you take the logarithmic, that is, the gain should be in decibels. So if you are taking in the gain in the decibels, we'll get the equation 6 for the overall gain in decibels, right? Next, thus, the overall gain in decibel of a multi-stage amplifier is the sum of the decibel voltage gains of the individual stages, that is given by AV dB, that is the voltage gain of overall voltage gain in decibel. It is equal to the gain in decibels of the first stage, that is AV1 in decibel, plus AV2 decibels, that is the overall, it is the gain of the stage 2 in decibel till the n stages, right? So this is the representation of the voltage gain in decibels. Why we are going to in representing in the decibels? Without decibels, what happens? Logarithmic. So the range of the total overall gain becomes very large. The plotting of the frequency response between the frequency and the gain is very difficult, and therefore we are choosing the decibels, that is logarithmic scale, right? And also we can say our ear responses the logarithmic scale very easily, right? So therefore it will take the decibels. So next, what are the advantages of multi-stage amplifier? So first advantage is it has wide frequency response and large bandwidth, right? How will you get this? If more than one stage amplifier means we'll get the voltage gain constant for the more frequency range. So therefore what happens? Our frequency response becomes wide, and also the bandwidth is also enhanced, so increased. So therefore large bandwidth we get. And also next one, it is most convenient and least expensive amplifier. So least expensive means the coupling, if you are going to use the RC coupling, we know that the RC is very least expensive, that is the economical, we can say, right? Reasonable. So therefore it is the least expensive amplifier. And next, it provides high audio fidelity. Fidelity means we can say perfectness. It will use the high audio perfectness. The quality is good. And next, the distortion. It has low amplitude distortion, and also provides low frequency distortion. So distortion is reduced here using the multi-stage amplifier. So therefore distortion is less, and also a large frequency response, that is wide frequency response, large bandwidth, and these are the major advantages of multi-stage amplifier. So next is disadvantage. What is the disadvantage of the multi-stage amplifier? So first one, loading of one stage to the other stage may affect the Q point and may lead the distortion, right? So here what is loading means? Here loading effect, if you are not using the proper coupling device to connect the one stage and the other stage, that is output of the one stage is connected to the input for the next stage, what happens? The first stage will loads the input stage of the second stage, right? So on that time the DC bias, whatever the biasing, that will reduces, changes. If the biasing voltage is changes, what happens? Q point is also varies. If Q point is varies means what happens? We'll get the distorted waveform. So therefore, why means here we are using the amplifier means transistor based amplifier only. So for the transistor, each amplifier it consists of, we know that for a single stage RC coupled amplifier in the previous session, right? So it consists of bypass capacitor and bypass resistor, biasing resistors, and coupling capacitors and all it includes, right? So of the first stage it will loads to the second stage means the biasing condition of the second amplifier it will changes. So it may leads to the distortion. Next, the type of the coupling will affect the gain at particular frequency in different coupling methods. So what is the meaning of this means? Here, if you are using the multi-stage amplifier, right? So suppose for example, 3-stage multi-stage amplifier. So on that time, we have to see the frequency, particular frequency we should see, because if you are using transformer coupling, the frequency response is it maintains the voltage gain constant only for lower frequency range only, lower frequency, very low frequencies only. After that, the voltage gain will increase. So, and we know that in RC coupling, the voltage gain is maintains constant only for the mid frequency, that is audible frequency, mid frequency, right? So therefore we need the wider bandwidth, right? Wider frequency response means we should combination of these couplings we have to use, that is very low, up till from very low frequency we have to get the high frequency. So on that type, the different coupling methods we have to use for particular frequency. On that time, what happens, gain of the each stage may affect, right? It affect the gain. So it will affects the little bit, it affects the overall gain also on that time. So therefore, if you are using the multi-stage amplifier, what happens? We know that overall gain AV is equal to AV A1 into A2, that is multiplication of the, that is product of the gain of the individual stages. But if you take the overall gain of the multi-stage amplifier, it is reduces compared to this, that is the gain may affect there. So next, tendency to become noisy with age, that is using of the circuit elements. We know that in the amplifier so many circuit elements are we are using, so those elements become the older, so on that time it will give some little bit noisy. And next, troubleshooting. Troubleshooting means finding the fault and correcting, right? Troubleshooting, it is difficult because circuit becomes complex. So if you see this point here, multi-stage amplifier, you consider the 2 or 3 stages there. Each stage amplifier, it is consists of transistor, biasing resistors, bypass capacitor, and biasing the bypass resistance and capacitances, and coupling capacitors. So it will forms the single stage amplifier there. The similar amplifiers are get cascading by using some coupling devices, or directly we can connect. So you imagine how many components are used there. The circuit becomes very complex on that time, right? So if the circuit becomes very complex, suppose you assume that you are not getting the proper output, final output. So on that time, what we have to do? We have to find the fault, right? So how to find the fault? It is very difficult. That is, first you check the first stage of the output of the first stage amplifier. If you are getting the output proper in that first stage, you go for the second stage, right? Suppose you assume that you are getting the problem in the second stage. So on that time you have to check transistors, resistors, capacitors, what are the components are used for the second stage, and all you have to check, finding the fault. And after finding the fault, you have to correct, that is you have to replace those components, right? So we can say the little bit the troubleshooting is difficult in the multi-stage amplifier, right? This is the discrete circuit, so therefore we'll get the problem in the troubleshooting. Okay, in the next unit you will study the integrated amplifiers, that is op-amps, operational amplifiers. In that operational amplifiers, what happens? This is the multi-stage amplifier discrete, right? In that, these multi-stage discrete circuits are fabricated on a single semiconductor chip. So that is integrated circuit. You know, integrated circuits more advantages than these discrete circuits, right? So these are the disadvantages of the multi-stage amplifier. Next is applications of multi-stage amplifiers. So multiplication, in which fields we are using, right? So first thing is employed in the conditions when perfect impedance matching is required. Perfect impedance matching, right? So therefore, in the multi-stage amplifiers, if you are using the transformer coupling in the final stage of the amplifier, we'll get the very good or perfect impedance matching, right? So this is the one application. Second thing, it is used in the applications when correct frequency response is necessary. That is, if you will use the RC coupling in this multi-stage amplifier, we can get the correct frequency response. That is, frequency response means excellent frequency response we can get, right? Next, DC isolation purpose, right? If you use the proper coupling elements in order to cascade the two stages of the amplifiers, right? So on that time we can isolate the DC conditions of to the next stage. We can decrease the loading effect, right? So that is why it is used for the DC isolation purpose. Next, so the simple applications are microphones, these multi-stage amplifiers, because what is the microphone? It has to take the sound signal, and if sound signal is very weak, it has to increase one stage or two stage amplification be required. So in that and all, the multi-stage amplifier is used. And also TV receivers. The TV receiver also, after receiving the signals from the broadcasting there, what happens if the signals are weak, right? It has to increase the strength of the signals. So we need amplification, that is a high faithful amplification required. So on that time we prefer the multi-stage amplifier in that. And next applications, those need enhanced gain, that is a high gain, enhanced bandwidth, that is the wide bandwidth, and good flexibility, that is compatible, right? In that application also we are using multi-stage. And also whenever you require high voltage and high speed applications also, we prefer multi-stage amplifier, right? These are the applications of the multi-stage amplifier. And these are the review questions. These are the assessment for the students. So define multi-stage amplifier. What is multi-stage amplifier? The more than one stage is cascaded, right? Cascaded through some coupling device is called multi-stage amplifier. Explain need. What is the need, right? If you want more gain, that is enhanced gain, enhanced bandwidth and less distortion, right? And good impedance matching and good frequency response and all wherever we require, it is not to get by a single stage, right? On that time we should go to the multi-stage. So hence we need multi-stage amplifier. So illustrate two-stage amplifier with the help of a block diagram. You have to explain that, and you have to derive the gain for that also, right? Explain representation in the multi-stage gain in decibels. Show that this equation, right? So why we are going to add gain in decibels? Because if you without gain means it is the overall gain will get product, that value will becomes very large, and plotting of the frequency response is very difficult. So we go for the decibels, that is logarithmic scale. So these are the review questions. And next, multiple choice questions. So first thing, the final stage of the multi-stage amplifier uses, right? In the multi-stage amplifiers, the final stage, which one is the final stage? So for the final stage in the amplifiers means it should give the good impedance matching, right? Good impedance matching will get through the which coupling? Transformer coupling. So therefore answer is B. Second stage. Second question. If a three-stage amplifier has individual gains of 10 dB, 5 dB and 12 dB, right? Here he considered the three stages, right? And also the gain in decibels, right? You remember the gain in decibel means addition, just addition. So 10 plus 5, 15 plus 12, 27. So 27 dB. The overall total gain in decibel is 27 dB. That is answer is D. Third question. If a three-stage amplifier, again here three-stage only, has individual stage gains of 10, 15 and 2, right? So here the total gain is dash. So here the gain is of the individual stages are not given in the decibels. You remember, if there is no decibels means we have to multiply. That is total gain AV is equal to A1 into A2 into A3. So 10 into 5, 50 into 2, 100. So answer is C, right? Next question. When a multi-stage amplifier is to amplify DC signal, then one must be use dash coupling. DC signal means zero frequency, right? Zero frequency. Zero frequency means here we have to use which coupling? If you are using RCN transformer, what happens? It blocks DC. It allows only AC. But here the question is amplify DC signals. So we go for the direct coupling. So option is C, direct coupling. Next question. The total gain of a multi-stage amplifier is less than the product of the gains of individual stages due to. So why the overall gain? Suppose the overall gain means two stages if you are considering. Output of the second stage divided by the input of the first stage will give the overall gain, right? That gain, the practically will get the lesser than the product of gains. We know that total overall gain is equal to product of the individual gain. But here total gain of a multi-stage amplifier is less than the product of gain. Why? Means because of loading effect of the next stage, right? What happens? The output of the first stage will loads to the next stage. So on the time what happens? The biasing conditions will changes. If the biasing conditions will changes means operating point will shifts. If the operating point will shifts means what happens? The distorted waveform will get, right? So therefore distorted waveform, and also sometimes what happens, even though we'll get the undistorted waveform, the gain of the multi-stage amplifier will get reduced little bit. So therefore what happens? The total gain of a multi-stage amplifier is less than product of the gains of individual stages due to a loading effect of the next stage, right? Okay. So next, so these are the team members are prepared the e-content for this analog electronics circuit subject. Thank you.